Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. How to hit the silver jackpot. How to find the best deals on coins and also which coins are going to score you those huge profits. That is the name of the game in this video. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new because I post daily videos every single day. If you want to get updated on a day-to-day basis, what's going on in the world of precious metals, I am your guide. This is your channel. So with that said, let's jump into it. So how to find good deals? Well, first off, I've gotten a lot of good deals throughout my time in the last 7-8 years. I've been stacking silver. Now, actually, I've been finding some pretty good deals since I was a kid, a little kid, actually, because I would go metal detecting, with my grandpa, and I would find, these older constitutional coins, Morgans, you name it, I've probably found it. So, as a kid, I had an early fascination towards numismatic and silver to any extent. Actually, I just didn't know the metal content or the metal value, the intrinsic value that silver had inside of it. I just thought it was cool and it was a piece of history. But as I got older, I learned that silver really does have some high potential to it. So with that said, there's things to look for in a coin that separates it from other coins. So the first thing you want to do is how rare. You want to look for the rarity. How rare is it? And the best way to tell how rare a coin is looking at the mintage numbers. You can look up any coin. You want to type in, 1992 Panda mintage numbers, 1 ounce, and it'll show you how many were minted that year. Maybe probably around 3-4 million, I would guess. Maybe less than that. Because pandas today are minted around the 8 millions, but that's a very low mintage number, which would drive the collector value higher because they're more scarce, they're more rare. So if a coin has a low mintage number, that automatically makes them more collectible, more highly sought after compared to a coin like American Eagles that are sold by the tens of millions, that are minted by the tens of millions per year. So low mintage numbers definitely plays the name of the game. Now, also, who makes it? If it's let's say Volcambi or Sunshine Mint, some generic mint, it's not going to drive the same collector value as the U.S. Mint, Perth Mint, the Royal Canadian Mint. Generic silver is different than government, or generic rounds are different than government-backed silver. It's not legal tender, and it's it's not as, I guess, people trust it more. If you were to be trading or bartering with someone and you have a round compared to a coin, more than likely they're going to believe the coin is real. A round it could look just as real, but when you can tell it's legal tender, it just has a different type of, it comes off of a different type of way. So you definitely want to look at that as well, who's making it. But a big factor is, what does the coin look like? You wouldn't think this because it's definitely opinionated on which coins look better than others, but I tell you, some of these coins you can tell if they're going to do well just by the way they look. If you've seen the Rwanda series, the Rwanda Rooster, or the 2017 Rooster, or my 2019 Pig that I have, I actually just gave it away in a giveaway. You can tell, I knew right away when those coins came out they were going to do extremely well just by the way they looked. They looked like no other silver I've ever seen in my life, and I knew they were going to do good. I also like the Queen's Beast series, for example. Those coins look wicked. The reverse proof maple leaf privies. Those coins look absolutely wicked, and I knew those coins would do well just by simply the way they look. That's something that you can also look for. Is the coin very unique looking? Because that could drive potentially some higher profits. And now I'm going to share an example of one jackpot I hit, and it's my 2016 PF70 Ultra Cameo Moon Festival Panda. Now there's several different reasons why this coin did very well. One was because it was proof, right? Two is because it was Ultra Cameo and it was a 70. So it's a proof Ultra Cameo 70, which automatically is very rare. Two, there's a mintage of only 5,000, so that's extremely low number for pandas. So I knew that not many people were going to have these coins, especially, the Proof Ultra 70 version. And the coin looked wicked. So it had all three categories. It looked good. It was from, the Chinese mint, and a very low mintage number. So I knew that these coins were going to do very, very, very well. And the coin did. It doubled, tripled its value within the first couple months that I bought it. So you can also find a lot of different deals like that. So when I'm looking at these coins, some of the deals I got because I was signed up for newsletters. You want to sign up if you want to get the inside scoop on which coins are freshest coming out, right away, or which coins are going to be released or when they're back in stock, you want to sign up for newsletters. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll get emailed when a coin is coming out, when the release date is, and you can be one of the first people to buy it because trust me, these coins sell out extremely fast. Like, for example, the Silver Swans or the Krugerrands sold out within minutes, and they had high premiums. Now you want to be careful. Now, and I'm going to go into the buyer beware, or the disclaimer part of the video, because yes, these coins can be extremely profitable and you could hit the jackpot big, but you got to be careful with the risks involved. See, I paid $100 for that PF70 Ultra Cameo Moon Festival Panda. Now, that was a risk I took. That was a risk, but it paid off. Without risk, there's no reward. But you got to be careful because not all these coins are going to appreciate just because they're high premium. Sometimes you could pay a high premium and then the coin ends up losing money over time. So you're not even breaking even. You got to be careful. You got to understand, the risk involved, and this is why I say as a beginner stacker, you want to stay away. You definitely want to stay away from high premium silver. You just want to stack silver for its metal content. Just buy as much silver for as cheap as possible. Lower your dollar per cost average or dollar per ounce average, your overall, ounce, or the cost of your ounces in your stack. Build a foundation, pile up a whole bunch of American Eagles, a whole bunch of generic silver, pile up that, and then while you're buying these coins, as the more YouTube videos you watch, the more you get a sense and a feel, and the more experience you get with silver stacking, you kind of learn naturally, how these markets work and how these coins work, because all these coins work at different paces. Pandas accumulate faster than American Eagles, but American Eagles accumulate differently than some generic silver. They all work at different paces, and once you start to understand that, then you can start to invest properly. And that kind of leads me into my next topic, is Morgan silver dollars. A very tricky market to get into. The reason Morgans are so tricky is because, one, they're sold usually raw, and it's hard to give an appraisal on a raw coin, because especially if you're not NGC or PCGS, if you're not a real coin enthusiast that can properly tell you what the condition of that coin is. If you're not a professional coin grader, it's hard to tell if that coin is a 64 or a 63 or a 60 or lower. So you want to stay away from these types of coins, especially if you're buying them on eBay. You can buy all these Morgans on eBay for around $25, $26, $27, but a lot of times they're not even worth that. They're just naming the people that are listing the coins, boost up the condition a couple notches. Let's say if the coin's really worth a 60, they'll say it's a 63, and then a 63 has a very large premium difference. It's much more expensive than a 60 is, so then they trick people to thinking they're really getting a 63 when really in reality it's not the condition. So you got to be careful. So there is a lot of scams out there as well, and that's just people trying to overprice the coins, or kind of exaggerate the condition of the coins. So you want to be careful with that. So just to recap a little bit, because I talked a lot about a lot of different things. When you're looking at hitting the jackpot, signing up for newsletters is definitely a key way to get in. Modern Coin Mart, looking around the holidays, Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sales, a great way to do it as well. That's when things are cheapest, and you also want to be paying attention to the mintage numbers, what drives a coin to separate, to stand out in front of other coins, to drive the collector value higher. Is it low mintage numbers? Is it because the design changes every year? Is it because it simply looks cool? Or, what separates it from that? And you also want to be careful, because without risk there is no reward, and you need to understand the risk involved, because you can definitely lose a lot of money into this. So with that said, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What types of jackpots have you hit? How did it work? How did it play out for you? What was the story? I would love to hear. It would be cool if we could all share our stories. I shared mine with the PF70 Ultra Cameo Moon Festival Panda. You know, kind of a once in a lifetime thing, because I doubt I'd find a deal like that again where I'm making several $100s within a couple of months. I've had some offers on the coin before, but I never sold it, obviously. But there's definitely some potential to be made with some silver out here, especially if you are into the numismatic world of things. So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.